What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Childish. We're back at it again. It's time for that next unit showcase, focusing on how to go ahead and improve your rank when it comes to progression in the TOA, normal and hard. All right. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. For those that are familiar with TOA and whatnot, there's a lot of skill sets and whatnot that we can use time and time again in order to improve our level and whatnot. But there's something that's clear without every single boss stage, and when it comes to being able to manipulate the actual boss that you fight, we can't the unit can't provide any you can't slap on any continuous damage, you can't sleep him, you can't freeze him, you can't stun him, but you can manipulate his attack bar, and you can provoke him. Okay, and so today's showcase is going to be based on, in my opinion, and I do believe this is an opinion of quite a few other units out there, probably one of the most I don't say one of the most up and coming, most trendy new units as far as improving your TOA progression, whether it's TOA normal, and you're a beginning to intermediate player, or TOA hard and you're a mid to late game player. Mav, the Wind Penguin Knight, one of the units that people just kind of threw to the side when the HOH came around, believe it or not, it's definitely changing the progression of people out there. And so I take the time today to bring you a video so we can talk about its particular skill set and do a little showcase as to how it's helped me improve my stuff. So let's get to it. We got ourselves the skill set of the Wind Penguin Knight. First attack, being able to stun the enemy for one turn with a 20% chance, improving up to 50%. Second skill, being able to recover the HP by 25% and provoking the enemy for one turn with a 75% chance, which, as you can see, improves to a 100% chance when you max it out. In addition, you have the Wings of Wind, definitely the bread and butter when it comes to this unit, being able to remove one harmful effect, but more importantly, decreasing the cooldown time of decreasing their cooldown time by one turn each, right? And increases their attack speed for 2 turns with a 3-turn cooldown. Okay, that's what we call big, stupid big. Y'all know what it is, okay? So why is this unit, changing, the meta? Why is this unit being a part of everybody's team? Okay, well, we understand, especially for all my followers that have been, trying to actively, they're clearing TOA normal and they're moving into TOA hard. TOA hard is something that you can't just, go beast mode and roll over the units. There has to be some kind of manipulation when it comes to speed, attack bar, so on and so forth, stunning on the not the TOA boss, but the units that come with the TOA boss. There has to be some turn denial overall, in that, for you to be able to get the job done. Okay, and so why is this, guys, so strong? When you bring a team of units that are going to provide, dots, are going to provide stuns, are going to provide, cleansing, they're going to provide provoking. Having the ability to provide a unit that not only increases your team speed but reduces their cooldown time by one turn, or cooldown time in general, is a very, very good unit, right? Of course, I do have Jameer, and that's fine. I can reset all the skills, whatever. But obviously, not everybody has a Jameer. Okay, this is the reason why I make this video today. Is this is something that you guys can get, right now. If you did the secret dungeon, you might have already had it, but you can summon it tomorrow and you wouldn't even believe it, right? It can come out at any given time because it's a 3-star unit. Okay, so again, going back to that third skill, being able to reduce the cooldown time of your skills in an effort to get those skills up, and being able to manipulate the boss or the units that come along with the boss is extremely strong. Okay, and I've been saying time and time again for I don't even know how many months, talking about the strength to provoke, one of the most underutilized skills out there in the game today. People definitely don't take advantage of it, especially in the PvE setting when it comes to TOA bosses and whatnot. Very, very strong. Okay, when we look at some of these units out there that we're fighting in the higher stages of the game, they're only as strong as the skills that they can use, at any given time, right? Some of these units have big damage dealing skills or big buff skills that improve everything else, but they can't do anything if they are provoked. All they can do is their first skill, and of course, depending on the unit that's provoking, you can mitigate the damage quite well. Okay, so obviously having a particular type of team that allows you to CC your way through, there's not going to be a lot of heals in there. Maybe one unit that might provide some heals, but obviously you're trying to figure out a team that allows you to control the scenario to the point where you don't even get attacked. So having a second unit like this to go on with Basalt is going to be great. So you got two opportunities of having the provoking, and then of course because this skill is so perfect, right? In addition to provoking, it gives you another opportunity to heal. So for those certain times where everything is getting kind of clutch, you need to top off when you provoke. It's perfect. It's a perfect skill set. I love this guy's kit. Okay, and then of course when these two skills are not up, we have the opportunity to stun with a 50% chance when the skills are maxed on the units that are with the TOAH boss, right? We can't stun the boss, but we can stun the units that are out there. And so it's really strong. It is an amazing skill set. I can't believe, there's not more unit showcases out there for this particular unit, because this is definitely part of the meta when it comes to clearing endgame TOA boss stages. Definitely part of it. Now, a lot of people out there that have been playing for quite some time, they already have their teams. Okay, they already have the team set. They're doing great. But if you're new to the game and you're looking to improve and you're thinking about, hey, who do I got to make now to help my game out? What do I got to do to set up? This is definitely going to be one of those fan favorites that you're going to add to your list as far as getting the job done. So let me see what we got here. Let's go ahead and talk about the rune sets. Obviously, because this skill is something that you want to have up as much as possible, and with a 3-turn cooldown, I mean, it's just so sick. You're definitely going to go with a violent set on this particular unit. Now, I think, in my opinion, when it comes to, setting this particular thing up, I'm going to say speed, HP, and HP. That being said, you're going to need a certain amount of accuracy to get the job done. I truly believe that my accuracy is a little bit low. Now, of course, we do have, 100% here and, upwards of 50% here. But because these are just one side of the how do I say, the accuracy. It's just one side of landing the skill, right? After this percentage or this harmful effect rate is done with the units, then you got the accuracy and resistance check, and of course, you definitely want to have yourself a decent amount of accuracy in it to make sure that these skills land, right? So for me, looking at my extra runes, right? I don't have. I mean, we're getting to the point now where I have to just get lucky and start farming more runes. I don't have all the runes that I want to get me the stats that I want. So I personally am using a violent focus set, using the focus because it's giving me the speed that I want on this rune and a little bit of accuracy on here. So we'll do a quick showcase of the runes here. Yeah, buddy. All right. So again, as you can see, not too great. But overall, the stats are not too bad. Okay, not too bad. Obviously, I would like to see a little bit more accuracy in there. For me, I definitely try to get my accuracy above 50%. I think it's pretty darn safe. My Bella, for the time and time again, has been 40, 45, 50% accuracy, and it's gotten the job done with relative ease. So in this particular setting, though, because this particular skill is not a 100% skill, you're definitely going to have to rely on some accuracy on it. And so that's why I like a little bit of accuracy here. Now, other rune subsets. We got a couple of, shout out one time to Human Dynamo. For those who don't remember, he was one of my guests on the Educate and Dominate series. Just talked a lot about the TOA hard. So if you have some questions about a handful of monsters out there, make sure you go ahead and check back in the playlist. Educate and Dominate for the Human Dynamo, talking about the TOA hard. It's good stuff. So his recommendation is a mixture of a couple of things. You're still going to stick with that speed, HP kind of combination, but you're going to go with either a revenge set or a nemesis set. Okay, and the reason being is because since his first skill, we generally use revenge skill, a revenge subset on a skill that has a very substantial, very game-changing kind of an effect on his first skill. Okay, when we're talking about manipulation, turn denial, whatnot, having the ability to counter and stun somebody is really, really huge, right? It's an additional turn, and so if you have, the units are coming along with the boss, hitting you, and you counterattack and stun them, I mean, that's big. That's very, very big, because not only they're stunned, but their attack bar is already sitting at the bottom, right? So they have to refill that attack bar, the stun wears off, and then they have to, replenish their attack bar once again before they can even turn, before they can even go, right? So it's really, really strong, really, really strong. Now, that's one way of going about it, going with the Violent Revenge. Violent Nemesis is also a recommendation as well. And why would that be? Okay, we understand that Nemesis said it's going to be increasing our attack bar the more damage we take. And keep in mind, the second skill is set up to provoke the unit. Generally, we're going to be provoking the boss. And as you guys know, when it comes to TOA hard, moving on up, these guys are hitting, they're hitting like a truck. Okay, they're going to be hitting hard. So he's going to be losing a substantial amount of hit points, and because of that, that's going to allow you to increase your attack bar and get an opportunity to get another turn. And if you're lucky, get a violent proc or 2 or 3 and get yourself the opportunity to, again, reset all the skills by 1, okay? Reduce the cooldown time by 1, let's not say reset, and then allow a team to once again, move quickly, okay? Again, a very, very great skill, especially when you're bringing a lot of units that are rocking despair sets. You don't have that randomness effect of being able to reduce your own cooldown by the violent procs that you get. So having a unit like this that reduces the Berettas, the Spectras, actually I'll say those are the two main ones that I use. But I mean, any despair-based unit, the Tyrons, whatever you use, in an effort to control the match, is really, really strong. Okay. So Violent Nemesis, Violent Revenge, great options if you can get the subsets you want when it comes to speed, HP, accuracy, and so on and so forth, okay? If you don't have the accuracy, then consider some of the focus runes you have. See if you can get a little bit of accuracy on the actual rune in addition to filling the subset, so you can get the stats that you want, okay? So, yeah, buddy, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and showcase this particular unit as he is set up in my situation, and we're currently on stage 50 that we'll go ahead and set him up with a boss. So here's the team for the TOA hard mode stage 50 boss. Thank you all for tuning in. It's your boy Childish, your ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we will see you next time, guys. We're out.
The world I see is beautiful. The wonder takes my breath away. Nothing surrounding us will stay the same. And when I look into my soul, I feel something's about to change. It's growing stronger and it's taking a hold.
Fly.